Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Your host Ram welcoming you to yet another edition of the Cricket Happening Show. So today, just on a Monday, being a holiday, I'm out here to talk to you on cricket. And well, not there's not much to. I mean, not. I wouldn't say not much, but definitely, as I told you, the 2023, the first Test match between Pakistan and New Zealand kicked off, which started the cricket season in the cricket year in 2023. And in fact, it was New Zealand who won the toss, immediately elected to bat first and put up in a very sound position, one could call. 309 for 6 was the score. Devon Conway making a beautiful century and also becoming the fastest New Zealander to 1,000 test runs. So definitely everyone knows that Devon Conway is an extremely talented cricketer, batsman, and there he was scoring 122. Uh, as far as so that is so I'm going to do a sort of a brief report on the first day's play in the first test match between New Zealand and Pakistan. And yes, there was a bit of a sort of a stutter for them when the part-time offie Salman Aga just ripped through the New Zealand lineup by picking up 3 wickets to have them 6 wickets down at the end of the day. As far as the other cricket is concerned, it would be the preview of the India. As you know, Sri Lanka have already flown to India in the new year, and tomorrow, that is on the third, one could call that India take on Sri Lanka in the first T20 match. We'll do a preview, and T20 they have already named Hardik Pandya as the main captain of India's T20 version now, with Surya Kumar Yadav getting a new role as a vice captain of the team. And what a moment for Surya Kumar Yadav to be made the vice captain, so he can share his ideas with Hardik Pandya. Okay, let's get going here. And let's first get on to the New Zealand versus Pakistan match. As I said, first test match, which kick-started the cricket year 2023 at the National Stadium in Karachi. New Zealand won the toss and decided that they will bat first. And it was a good toss to win. And it was proved with the opening pair taking the initiative. Tom Latham and Devon Conway playing well. And the bowling, well, Mir Hamza, I wouldn't say was very impressive, but Naseem Shah was bowling in the good areas. He was troubling the batsmen as well, and there were rewards for him as well, as he finished with 16 overs, 6 maidens, 44 runs and 2 wickets. Hassan Ali coming into the team could not make much of an impression. 17 overs, 2 maidens, none for 54. Abrar Ahmed, as he has already been doing, he really did some hard work there. 24 overs, 3 minutes, 101 runs. But the man who surprised the most was the part-time offie by the name Aga Salman. The first test match, you would remember, he came and scored his maiden test ton. And here he was now turning things for Pakistan with the ball, because he was the one who was solely instrumental. Because, as I said, England and New Zealand were sitting pretty at 240 for 3 when Kane Williamson departed. But after that, it was a sort of a real slip up, one could call, because in a space of in no time, they succumbed to 279 for 6. And that was due to Aga Salman picking up 3 wickets for 55, 20 overs, 2 maidens. Now, looking at the card there, Tom Latham, well, he played all those strokes, and he's someone who can occupy the crease. Devon Conway, he looks very serene at the crease with all his shots through the offside and the way he actually nudges and pushes the deliveries. And as I said, there was a tough examination when Naseem Shah was bowling, because Naseem Shah was bowling in the right areas. And finally, the first wicket fell when Tom Latham, after contributing 71 runs with 9 boundaries, was adjudged LBW to Naseem Shah. He was sit on the pad. He because and this was Naseem Shah. And also another thing that one could really see from Naseem Shah's bowling was the use of the crease. Sometimes coming close to the umpire and bowling, sometimes going wide of the crease, and also shifting himself to round the wicket at times as well, which was very well done. And this ball totally was quite pacey delivery. It shaped back, and that's it. It moved from outside the off stump, and it looked like Tom Latham was plumb in front, LBW Naseem Shah. So that was the first wicket for the Pakistanis, but they had to really wait a long time. And by the time the first wicket fell, the score read 134. Devon Conway was carrying on in his usual self as the captain Kane Williamson joined him. And Devon Conway, what a knock from Devon Conway. I mean, he and after that there was some more headache for Pakistan. Another 100-run partnership followed that. Devon Conway playing all sorts of good strokes at the other end. Kane Williamson complimenting him beautifully. As this went on, a 100-century partnership was made, and Devon Conway had reached his century. And as I said, Devon Conway has become the fastest New Zealander to 1,000 runs in Test cricket. And that's a great achievement, according to me, Devon Conway. It's a great stat for him that Devon Conway was able to become the uh, fastest New Zealand batsman to 1,000 Test runs, and that's really something that Devon Conway can be proud of. And Devon Conway, and then this was the time when Aga Salman was introduced into the attack. And Devon Conway, I thought, was a sharp catch, well taken by Sarfraz Ahmed behind the stumps. He went and jabbed at it, and the ball was just dipping. He was bowling those innocuous off breaks, Aga Salman, and this was Devon Conway playing away from his body. The ball getting a lot of bounce, and it was the catch was snapped up by Sarfraz Ahmed behind the sticks. One thing that I would like to also say, that this particular pitch, when in the morning when play started, and even now, I mean, this pitch was looking really green, and that is where Naseem Shah was trying to, as I said, he was the one who was really, really worrying the batsman with his bowling. So Henry Nichols came in, and Kane Williamson was the next victim after, as I said, Devon Conway went 122, and for Kane Williamson, this was the bowler was Naseem Shah. What a delivery from Naseem Shah! Wonderfully done by Naseem Shah, and Williamson was forced to, get a touch onto that. He nicked the delivery, and as I said, it was. I wouldn't say it was a good delivery, but it was more about the ball. More about Williamson's error, one could call, as the ball was almost aimed at the fourth stump, and he went on to go and fish at it, and that was the end of Kane Williamson. Williamson made 36, 5 boundaries included. Henry Nichols contributed 26 runs, 3 boundaries. He was a victim of Aga Salman. The ball was a short delivery, not a wicket taking delivery at all. It was just because Henry Nichols could not cut the ball in the way he wanted. The ball went and it was, in fact, Henry Nichols was caught behind of the bowling of Aga Salman. As I said, Aga Salman had taken 2 wickets there. Daryl Mitchell was clean bowled. He really didn't know anything about it. This was a good delivery, I thought, because the ball was tossed up, and Mitchell had taken one stride forward to trying to clip it through the onside, but the ball dipped and went between the bat and pad, and it was the end of Mitchell, as it was the timber which was hit, and that was the end of Dal. Mitchell bowled Aga Salman for 3, and after that, Michael Bracewell was another one who was flummoxed by Abrar Ahmed because the ball turned in sharply. and it beat Bracewell's defense, and he was caught in front, and that was the end of him. That was the only wicket Abrar Ahmed took. He was gone from naught, and then finally it was Tom Blendell who played some bold strokes in front of the wicket, and he was not out on 30. The night watchman was Ish Sodhi. Not I wouldn't say it's a night watchman. He came at his usual space, one could call, but he was not out on 11 at stumps, and that was the match situation at the end of the first day of the first test between New Zealand and Pakistan. 309 for 6 on the board, and not much batting to come, I'm afraid. So Ish Sodhi would be expected after putting up a match-winning performance, also shining with the bat in the first Test match, would be expected to deliver the goods here and try to see to it to see as to how long tomorrow he can give company to the other batsman, who is Tom Blundell, who's looking good at the crease. So that's as far as New Zealand versus Pakistan is concerned. Now let's turn on to India. As I said, Sri Lankans are touring India. We are into a T20 series between India and Sri Lanka, and the first T20 starts tomorrow, and it's more significant. Now, one thing I would like to mention here is that India, this particular team, does not have any big names. There's no Virat Kohli, there's no KL Rahul, there's no Rohit Sharma who's injured, and there's no Jasprit Bumrah. So basically, we are looking at a reserve unit which is actually taking on Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka would probably, I would say, this is their best bet to go and beat India, because Sri Lanka are at full strength. If you look at it, they have Pathum Nissanka, a very good opening batsman. Kushal Mendes is in some good form of late. He has been doing very well on the circuit, as we know, in international circuit. Dhananjay De Silva is a class batsman. And then also Kushal Mendes also oozes a lot of class. Charita Salanka has just hit good form, as you would remember, just at the right now I think he played well in the LPL, the Lanka Premier League. Bhanuka Rajapaksa is a man who can pack a punch, and Dasun Shanaka, the captain, always leads from the front, whether it be batting or bowling. And Wanindu Hasaranga. Now uh, Wanindu Hasaranga will be the one which will be I'm sorry, friends, I have some cramps on my leg, and that's the precise reason I'm really finding it a bit difficult to maneuver myself. Very sorry about it, because I have some lot of pain on my leg at times, which really cramps up, big cramps, one could call. I'm sorry about it. So Wanindu Hasaranga is someone who is a complete package, and he is coming on some good form. I mean, he has already proved himself. I mean, he's a world class. I mean, I wouldn't say world class right now, but he's going to be turning into a world class all rounder for Sri Lanka. There is absolutely no doubts about that. But he's also coming on some good form in the Lanka Premier League, picking up wickets and really wanting to see how Wanindu Hasaranga goes. The bowling, if you look at the bowling there, Chamika Karnaratna, he can also bat as well, but he's a good bowler who really has a sort of aggression when he's into business. And then they have the carom bowler Mahesh Tikshana, Dilshan Madhushanka, who impressed in the I believe it was the Asia Cup, where Dilshan Madhushanka impressed. And then we have Lairu Kumara, the well-built fast bowler. The real, if at all we talk about genuine pace, it will come from Lairu Kumara. This match is being played at Mumbai at the Wankhede Stadium. The temperature is superb. It's the temperature in Mumbai is around 20 degrees. So definitely, it's something very ideal for playing cricket. Let's have a look at the Indian team. As I said, the Indian team, two things one has to see here is that one is Hardik Pandya has been named the captain for the T20 version, and Hardik Pandya, well, I mean, his captaincy has come for fulsome praise now. He did it. He picked up the Indian Premier League 2022 and we are embarking into 2023. So Hardik Pandya will be someone who is going to, we are going to see more of his captaincy prowess here. Surya Kumar Yadav has been named the vice captain. Now, Surya Kumar Yadav, he is the 360-degree player in the cricketing world now, and he has really impressed one and all, and that has really, I think, it has been forced the board of control for cricket India, the chiefs, the selectors, to go and make Surya Kumar Yadav the deputy to Hardik Pandya. And looking at the batting, well, Ishan Kishan, after that smashing innings, breaking the record for the fastest double century, is in some great nick. Ruturaj Gaikwad, he has improved his strike rate now. One was thinking probably he's more of a defensive player, but Ruturaj Gaikwad's strike rate has been improving. So Ishan Kishan and Ruturaj Gaikwad will be opening the innings for India. Surya Kumar Yadav will always be a big threat for Sri Lanka with his 360-degree play. Sanju Samson. Now, Sanju Samson, he's going to be the wicketkeeper batsman. As we know, we all know that unfortunately Rishabh Pant suffered an accident. And the good thing is that with all the prayers from everybody, he's out of the ICU, but one does not know what damage he has done to his legs. So that is the question. Like we have one is still waiting. And Sanju Samson. Well, I'm so happy to see Sanju Samson in the mix, but I only pray that Sanju Samson gets a long rope. Because the reason being, there's been a lot of talk about it. He received a offer from Ireland. He spurned the offer, and what a player! I mean, I think Sanju Samson should be really a part of the Indian unit because he has. But what would be very important for Sanju Samson is to show some good consistency here. If he can do that, and that would really silence a lot of people. But one is expecting something from Sanju Samson because it's been said that Sanju Samson has not been given a fair deal. I totally agree with it, but what about the healthy competition that is happening in the Indian cricket team? And Deepak Huda is there. Now, Deepak Huda is another one who's not only a good hitter of the ball, and also his office would be pretty used. We know that what Hardik Pandya did. I think it was the Asia Cup where he got Deepak Huda to bowl some office, and that really reflected well. Washington Sundar, definitely another very good all-rounder. Yes, he has been nursing those injuries, but slowly but surely he's back into the mix of things. Washington Sundar. It will be good to see Harshal Patel after a long time. Harshal Patel has been out of the team with an injury. So it will be good to see. This is the first time that Umran Malik will be playing against an international team in India. So that will be a sort of good feeling for Umran Malik to do well against Sri Lanka. Arshdeep Singh has nothing to prove. He has shown that he belongs to this Indian team, and in the absence of Jasprit Bumrah, would be the sort of the bulwark, as you call, of the Indian team. And then the champion spinner Yuzvendra Chahal, the leggy, and Harshal Patel I already spoken about. So we should see some good cricket here. But looking at things, one thing I would say is that this is the best bet for Sri Lanka to go. Yes, Sri Lanka beat India in the Asia Cup. India lost in the Asia Cup, as you would know. They didn't even proceed to the final. So that will be something which will be hurting. But this unit, as I said, is not the real unit. It's a reserve unit which is playing tomorrow. So it will be very interesting. And I think Sri Lanka has a best chance to go and beat India. India can, whether this Indian reserve unit can really do something and win. That will be the question on everybody's mind. And also, it will be good to see Hardik Pandya's captaincy, and with him his deputy, Surya Kumar Yadav. Well, dear fans, subscribers, it was very nice talking to you all on this cricket show. But I have to say that it's Tuesday to Friday. It's again back to business as usual, and back to business as far as office work is concerned. So I won't be able to be on the cricket show, but again, Saturday, I should be back on the cricket show with my cricket happenings. With this being said, it's time to say goodbye to you all, and look forward to meeting you all on Saturday. Thank you.